I'm leaving San Jose Monday, and I'm flying United. And I walk by a gate, and the Spirit gate was right next to a United gate. And when I walked by, I looked, and it looked like casting 101. It looked like everyone you would think that would fly Spirit is flying this flight. I was like, whoa, that is definitely a Spirit flight. I'm looking at the people on my United flight. I looked at the people on the Spirit flight, and I go, yeah, this is different. This is different. So I remember I walked by, and then I walked to another part of the terminal to get a latte. And I get my latte, and now I'm walking back towards my gate, and I got to pass that Spirit gate. Now the flight has boarded. There's 3 people. Didn't get on the plane, obviously. They missed the flight. It was 2 dudes and a female. And I just remember they was waiting, and they kept looking because they could see the plane still there. And they also saw the jet bridge still out there. So they're like, what's going on? So then I was like, oh. And I kind of stood there like I had my latte, and I was like, ooh. Let me see what's going to happen. I had to walk away because I knew this was going to go left quick. That dude opened that door to come out after everyone had already boarded the plane, and he immediately, hey, man, we here. We here. He's like, no. He had like an African accent. He goes, no, I cannot open the gate. He was so monotone, like he was not about to raise his voice, or whatever they said was not about to faze him. He's like, no. He goes, no. 20 minutes prior, and the dude was like, hey, dog, it's 11:58. The flight will leave till 12:18. He goes, it's 11:59. I said, let me walk away. It was getting heated. The 3 of them the tension was rising. So now I walked over the United gate. I said, let me get away. But I remember I called my homeboy Nate, and I said, Nate, just listen. It's about to pop off. And all of a sudden, I see this hoodie fly across the hall. And all I heard was, hey, man, fuck that shit, dog. Fuck that shit, dog. And then the other dude's yelling. I don't hear the female yet. And then he's cussing. He's throwing his clothes around. And then he was like, hey, man, how we supposed to get home now? How we supposed to get home now? I was like, oh, this is so Spirit. This is so Spirit. And the other, now they yell, and the one dude's holding the other dude back like he's about to come at the gate agent. And then the girl was like, no, you ain't got to say shit. You ain't got to say shit. She was telling the gate agent that. And then here came security. And I was like, listen, if you don't fly a lot, they're never opening that door. Ever. So to the people that don't fly a lot, when you do start flying, don't raise your voice. Don't yell. That's a good way to get banned from airlines. And then you're really going to find out how you're going to get home. And I was just like, why is this Spirit? Why is this happening on Spirit? Like, I saw it coming. As soon as I walked by that gate, I go, there's no way this is going down smooth. I can't explain all the different characters I saw in that line. Just whatever you think of Spirit, that's who was in that line. Okay? It was, and then when he threw that hoodie, man, fuck that shit, dog. Fuck that shit. And then funny, it just hit him. How am I getting home now? I was like, well, you're not getting home on a plane. And then when security got to escort you out, I'm like, listen, I've been there. I know sometimes you get rude gate agents. I know, and it sucks. It sucks. And sometimes you got to admit it's your own fault. And I don't know what happened here, but my guess is they were late. My guess is these 3 people showed up thinking they had till 12:18. No, 12:18 is when the flight leaves. 20 minutes prior, when that door closes, it's not opening up. In the history of flying, it does not open up. I don't care who you are. And the guy even said it. I heard him. He was like, for me to open that door, it's going to cost, like, he either said $50,000 or $500,000. I don't know which one he said. It was something 50 because, like I said, I went to my United gate, the safe gate. And they're never going to open it. And now, especially when you're yelling and security escort you out, I imagine the people on that flight were probably like, whoo, I'm glad those 3 weren't on my flight. I'm just saying.